never heard a story so mysterious, so shocking, that even the people who witnessed it can't agree on what really happened. Because that's exactly what's unfolding right now in Imo State, Nigeria, a place gripped by fear, confusion, and whispers of a man who has vanished into thin air. His name is Commander Gentle, or, as some call him, Ifeanyi Okoronta, a man both feared and admired, the face of resistance for many Biafrans who believe their nation has been erased from the map, but not from memory. On October 6, 2025, the entire internet exploded with one claim: Commander Gentle has been captured by the Nigerian army. Photos began circulating, headlines screamed, breaking news, and social media went wild with celebration and panic. But then, silence. No official confirmation, no army statement, no photos, no videos, nothing. That's when a man named Zagazola Makama, a well-known Chadian investigative journalist and counterinsurgency expert, stepped into the story. He packed his bags, crossed borders, and traveled all the way to Imo State to find out the truth for himself. What he discovered has stunned everyone, and it could change how we understand the war for Biafra forever. Makama found no trace of an official arrest. No records from the 34 Artillery Brigade, nor report from the Army Public Relations Office, no proof from any verified security channel. In fact, according to him, the entire viral report about Gentle's capture was a fabrication. A deliberate lie meant to confuse, divide, and manipulate millions. But here's the twist that has everyone on edge. When Makama spoke to locals, their stories didn't match. Some swore Gentle was taken in a secret night raid. Others said they saw him alive, driving through the rough roads of Akwu Ihita, looking calm and defiant. So what's the truth? Was Commander Gentle captured? Or did someone want us to believe he was? And why are traditional rulers suddenly going silent when asked about him? Why would a foreign journalist be the one to uncover the holes in Nigeria's story? And most importantly, what is the government trying to hide? This isn't just about one man. It's about power, truth, and control. It's about the information war that has turned southeast Nigeria into a battlefield of rumors and fear. Commander Gentle's disappearance might be the biggest test yet for the Biafran struggle, a movement that has survived lies, wars, and betrayal for over half a century. Stay with us, because in this report, we're going to break down the facts, the fakes, and the forces that want you to stay in the dark. The world needs to know, where is Commander Gentle, and what really happened in Imo State? Because behind this mystery may lie a truth the government doesn't want you to hear. On October 6, 2025, a major update surfaced about Commander Gentle, also known as Ifeanyi Okoronta, after a Chadian investigative journalist and counterinsurgency expert named Zagazola Makama traveled to Imo State, Nigeria, to personally verify rumors of his arrest by the Nigerian army. Zagazola Makama reviewed the viral report that claimed Nigerian troops from the 34 Artillery Brigade had captured Commander Gentle in Akwu Ihita, Uboma, local government area of Imo State, recovering weapons, uniforms, motorcycles, and even a German flag from his hideout. After conducting fact checks, Zagazola Makama discovered that no official statement confirming such an arrest had been issued by the Nigerian army through its recognized channels, such as the Directorate of Army Public Relations or any verified security media platform. He concluded that the viral report about Commander Gentle's arrest was fabricated, deliberately, designed to mislead the public and should therefore be disregarded by all reliable news consumers. During his on-ground investigation in Imo State, Zagazola Makama interviewed local residents who gave conflicting stories. Some claimed Gentle had been arrested, while others insisted they recently saw him traveling in a vehicle on a rough road, recognizing him clearly through the side window. Zagazola Makama also met with traditional rulers in the region, but they offered diplomatic and cautious responses, avoiding direct confirmation or denial of the alleged arrest, which deepened the mystery. After compiling all testimonies and cross-checking information, the Chadian investigator maintained that as of October 6, 2025, the Nigerian army had not arrested Commander Gentle, though he admitted the situation could change in the future if new developments occurred. Despite widespread speculation, Gentle himself has not publicly appeared or issued any statement, leaving his exact whereabouts and condition uncertain, fueling continued rumors and tension among locals and observers. Zagazola Makama stated his intention to remain longer in Imo State to meet military sources involved in the alleged operation and uncover the origin of the misleading report, indicating that the matter could have international implications. The story before us today reveals a deeply troubling problem that has become all too familiar for the Biafran people living under Nigerian occupation. Commander Gentle, whose birth name is Ifeanyi Okoronta, has mysteriously vanished from public view, and nobody can definitively say whether he has been arrested, killed, or is still moving freely somewhere in the embattled territories of Imo State. This uncertainty itself is the problem, a problem that did not emerge in a vacuum, but is rooted in decades of systematic oppression, deliberate misinformation, and the calculated erasure of Igbo Biafran voices who dare to resist the suffocating grip of the Nigerian government. How did this problem occur? To understand the disappearance of Commander Gentle and the confusion surrounding his fate, we must first recognize the environment in which Biafran people have been forced to exist. Since the genocidal war of 1967 to 1970, when over 3 million Igbo Biafrans were massacred by Nigerian military forces supported by foreign powers, the Biafran nation has never known true peace or justice. The Nigerian government, led by successive administrations that view the Igbo as perpetual threats to their corrupt empire, has consistently deployed violence, propaganda, and intimidation to suppress any movement towards self-determination. Men like Commander Gentle, who present the armed resistance against this oppression, have become prime targets for elimination or capture without due process. The circumstances that led to the current confusion began on October 6, 2025, when reports flooded social media and news platforms claiming that Nigerian troops from the 34 Artillery Brigade had successfully captured Commander Gentle during a military operation in Akwu Ihita, located in Uboma, local government area of Imo State. According to these viral reports, soldiers allegedly recovered weapons, military uniforms, motorcycles, and surprisingly, a German flag from what they described as his hideout. The Nigerian security apparatus has long perfected the art of spreading such stories to create the impression of victory, to demoralize resistance movements, and to justify their continued military occupation of Biafran territories. However, the truth began to unravel when Zagazola Makama,
Jesus, no nyami Jesus abiakwala n'ọzọ onyami tuski asingi onyami Jesus abiakwala n'ọzọ unahụnụ na onye amị Jizọs abịakwala n'ọzọ onye amị Tuski asị gị onye amị Jizọs abịakwala n'ọzọ unahụnụ na onye amị Jizọs abịakwala n'ọzọ onye amị Tuski asị gị onye amị Jizọs abịakwala n'ọzọ unahụnụ na onye amị Jizọs abịakwala n'ọzọ onye amị Tuski asị gị onye amị Jizọs abịakwala n'ọzọ unahụnụ na onye amị Jizọs abịakwala n'ọzọ onye amị Tuski asị gị onye amị Jizọs abịakwala n'ọzọ unahụnụ na onye amị Jizọs abịakwala n'ọzọ onye amị Tuski asị gị onye amị Jizọs abịakwala n'ọzọ unahụnụ na onye amị Jizọs abịakwala n'ọzọ onye amị Tuski asị gị onye amị Jizọs abịakwala n'ọzọ unahụnụ na onye amị Jizọs abịakwala n'ọzọ onye amị Tuski asị gị onye amị Jizọs abịakwala n'ọzọ unahụnụ na onye amị Jizọs abịakwala n'ọzọ onye amị Tuski asị gị onye amị Jizọs abịakwala n'ọzọ unahụnụ na onye amị Jizọs abịakwala n'ọzọ onye amị Tuski asị gị onye amị Jizọs abịakwala n'ọzọ unahụnụ na onye amị Jizọs abịakwala n'ọzọ
The Nigerian army had not arrested Commander Gentle, and the viral reports claiming otherwise were deliberate misinformation. However, he prudently acknowledged that circumstances could change and new developments might emerge in the coming days or weeks. What remains undeniable is that Commander Gentle himself has not made any public appearance or issued any statement through channels that his supporters would recognize as authentic. His silence, whether forced or voluntary, has become a source of anxiety for those who view him as a symbol of Biafran resistance. What provoked this entire situation? The answer lies in understanding the broader context of Biafran struggle and the specific roles played by leaders like Simon Ekpa and Nnamdi Kanu, whose names have become synonymous with the liberation movement. Simon Ekpa, broadcasting from Finland, where he has found refuge from Nigerian persecution, has consistently called for the Biafran people to defend themselves against the genocidal intentions of the Nigerian state. Nnamdi Kanu, the detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, has spent years in Nigerian detention facilities under conditions that violate every international human rights standard.